Hey, what's good, everyone? Hope y'all had a happy Easter weekend with your family and all that. I got a lot of picks for you guys, a lot of slips today. We got two playoff games going on in the first round. Both these matchups are highly competitive, New York and Detroit. And then we got Denver and the Clippers. Tons of good plays. I'm going to hop over to my Discord right now and just read off my cheat sheet. I got Westbrook over on points. I got Harden over on assists, points and assists. Specifically, no fantasy, because I think he's going to be guarded a lot more closely today, and he's going to have higher turnovers and lower points. That's going to affect his fantasy score. I like OG Anunoby over on his PRA lines. I don't think I'm going to take him above 25. They bumped it up from 23.5, so I'm not really liking that. But I do like his fantasy at 33.5 because he has 7 blocks and steals going up against Cade Cunningham in his jittery first game. So I'm liking that. And also his field goal attempts, guys. Over on OG Anunoby's field goal attempts, he's taking like 18 shots a game. They got him at a low line of 13.5. So I'm taking a stab at all 3 of those picks for OG. And then we got Jalen Brunson over on points. This one's a bit of a lean. I got to throw that in the comment there, but he's the scorer for New York. He's a little hobbled at the end of the first game in their matchup. You know, he was looking like he was getting beat up and whatnot, but just give him time to adjust. He's had a game to rest, or a day to rest, so he should come back and drop 30 again. They can't really stop him. Can't nobody stop him, and he's scoring for the Knicks right now. Karl-Anthony Towns, I like him on points and assists. His demon is at 3.5 assists. I watched both of these games twice, so I fully understand that he has a good assist upside. Y'all know I'm not big on Karl-Anthony Towns. I think he's a big, softy, but I cannot deny the upside on his assist against this matchup. It's just too good for him. And even his fantasy was hitting. So I like those 2 picks for him. Again, those are more of a lean on his points and assists, but definitely I'm taking a stab at those assists for Karl-Anthony Towns. Jalen Duren, his rebound line at 10.5 is really pretty low. But here's why, because he's matched up against Karl-Anthony Towns. He's not getting defensive rebounds because on defense, he's way out in the 3-point area. So he's not getting defensive rebounds. He's getting more offensive rebounds than anything else. So you can go under on his total rebounds line, under on his defensive rebound line. And then also, I forgot to throw in there, I'm taking a stab at over on Jalen Duren's offensive rebound line at just 3. He can do that in a single half. Jamal Murray, what I'm liking for him today is rebounds and assists. For some reason unknown to me, man, this dude was getting like 7 rebounds in their first matchup. That's unlike him. So he easily cleared his rebound and assist line. I see him being an X factor for the Denver Nuggets and continuing to take that role in this season's playoffs as well. So covering my slip for the video, I actually got like 4 slips for you. 1, 2, 3, and then this one here I'm gonna take a stab at. OG on his field goal attempts over, Jalen Duren over on his offensive rebounds, James Harden over on points and assists, and then Russell Westbrook was bumped back down to 10.5 points. So I'm taking that as well. He'll get 5 chances at a bucket. That should be straight up easy money for him. Between him and the pick and roll opportunities with Jokic, I see him getting that points line. I don't think they have his PRA line up right now, but I'm going to take a stab at the points because that's what I wanted originally. And then Jamal Murray over on rebounds and assists. That's going to be a 5-man flex. I'm going to put 10 on it. I reloaded the account so I can play with y'all, and we're going to lock that in for 10. 10 for 100. And I'll give you guys a preview of these other slips I put in. So that was the video slip. I'm also doing some 3-mans for you guys that are in an arena state where you can't do 2-mans, or you can't flex. I'm power playing OG's PRA Goblin at 22.5, and then I also threw James Harden again in there at 32.5 points and assists, and Jalen Duren under 10.5 rebounds. So that's another power play option for you. 3rd slip, I like this one more than the 2nd slip there, but Going under on Jalen Duren's defensive rebounds. I'm taking Harden just on the assist this time in case they guard him a lot more closely. He might get 2 more assists per possession. It might just look better in the overall game if he gets like 10 or 11 assists and takes that facilitator role on more than a scorer in one of the halves. I think he could get that a little easier. And then OG Anunoby, I'm taking him again. 33.5 fantasy score this time. So I'm liking those 3 slips. And then my very first slip that I put in today, I took a stab at Karl Anthony Towns, 3.5 assist demon. Threw Jalen Duren rebounds in there under. And then you're seeing a lot of the same, points and assists for Harden. They had his line at 33.5, so I lost some value there. But a lot of the same picks other than Aaron Gordon. I had him over 5 rebounds. So I'm just taking a stab at stuff, throwing shit at the wall. You see I got Harden on like every slip. You never want to do that, but in this case, you know what I'm saying, I mixed up the props a little bit. So not just one line, maybe taking a stab at the assist by itself. I'm gonna be throwing out a lot more slips before I go to work. This one's not gonna get edited, guys, so it's gonna be straight up whatever verbal mistakes I make in the video. That's gonna do it for today. I just want to get something out to you guys real quick. Throw a thumbnail in there, and no recap for yesterday or anything like that. I've been enjoying taking days off in between. If you're not seeing me push out a video, I'm still doing cheat sheets in my Discord. I still got slips going in the Discord. Sometimes I just need a break. Like today I work, so I gotta just push something out real quick to you guys, and hopefully I don't get to miss too many of the game, first or second half or anything like that. I really want to pay attention to how these teams are scheming defensively and things like that. But as we move forward throughout the playoffs, I'm gonna have to pay even closer attention. So I gotta stay locked in for you guys. But thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. Maybe you heard something you liked about the matchups. I try to be quick as I can. Hop in that Discord server again. It's free. Links in the description. Like and subscribe, and as always put God first. All right, y'all have a good rest of the week. I'm out.